Hello all, a Knife Tale here, bringing my second knife unboxing. And this one's going to be troublesome because all of my information is right up here. So I'm just going to slip this thing off the camera real fast. Let's see if we can't get this out. I'm pretty sure... no, I know exactly what's in here, but I'm hoping I'm going to be happy with it. Woo! There we go. Pop. Oh, the knife unboxing was the last knife I unboxed. The Neve Knife Go Misdemeanor. Yes. Gonna have to get that tape off the end. That is not a knife I want to leave messy or dirty for any period of time. Let's get the box out of here so there's no chance of my information being shown. So this is a knife that I pre-ordered a while back. And wow, okay, it's still going. Alright. High Grain Designs. This is the Deville. Let's see if it says its name right here. There it is. Okay, Deville 11-1. Blade, I'm assuming satin. Blue carbon fiber. Designed and developed in California. High Grain Designs. Got your little bits. Ooh, extra hardware. Why do we have black hardware? I don't know. Is there black hardware somewhere on this thing? No, there is not black hardware anywhere on this thing. Okay, I have 6 regular screws that look like they're very similar to these, and... or not 6, 3, and 3 black screws. I don't know what that's for. Customization? Who knows? Alright, so this is the Deville, eh? I really like this carbon fiber. I've been seeing this type of carbon fiber. Transitions are really good. I've been seeing this type of carbon fiber show up a little bit more, and I have to say, I really like it. It's got a lot of color in it, and it's really painterly, let's call it. It's sort of really got it swashed through, if that's even a word. So, the High Grain Designs Deville. Okay. Now this is one of those logos that I could even see on a pivot, because it's just, you don't know what you're looking at. And I like that. This knife is, if I remember correctly, S90V. Let's see. It's pretty darn comfortable. You got this in your hand, so it's you kind of got a more forward grip than I thought you would. It's pretty comfortable. The choke up push grip is reasonably comfortable. You sort of have to find your spot. Yeah, okay, that's pretty comfortable. Choked up in general, very comfortable. The clip's a little long. Yeah, that's solid retention. At first I thought it was a little light, but I don't think it is. It's got a nice looking lock bar. Good access. And of course this has got to be a hollow grind. Yes, it is. Comes down pretty darn thin behind the edge. Let's take a quick look at that. That's relevant. So, blade stock thickness is... whoa, 155 thousandths. That's thicker than I thought it was going to be. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt to get this one. This is going to be a pain in the butt. This thing has a tiny edge bevel on it. Is that 9 thousandths? Seriously? Yeah, holy crap, that thing's barely there. And it's sharp. It's pretty bitey. Interesting, very, very, very sheep's footy blade. Overall, got a very unique look to it. Whoa, smooth drop shot. Detent is pretty strong. No, not pretty strong. It's sort of a medium detent, but it feels pretty good. You just have a lot of leverage, so it's very easy to reverse flick. Yeah. Let's see about this front flipper, because normally the wider you go for the front flipper, the worse it gets. No, it works. It works just fine. I'm not... Oh, crap, I can even do that kind of front flip. It's a little difficult because of how wide it is, but you can do it. How about the reach around? Yeah, you can do that too. This. You know what? I said in my last unboxing that I was wanting to find a perfect jimping example, and I think this is it. You have definite traction. It is tight, and it is not at all unpleasant or aggressive to interact with. Like, it's not sharp at all. This is very comfortable, but it gives you a super high degree of control, and yeah, this right here. This will probably be my example for great jimping. I think this is some of the most perfect kind of jimping you can do. Any play? Not even a slightest hint. Nothing. And it's almost drop shot. And, I mean, it's really hard to tell if you're centered in there because it is way down deep in there. But, honestly? Huh. It's so deep in there that I don't think it actually matters. That being said, from what I'm looking at, it does look almost perfectly centered. It is very hard to tell because it is, like, way down here, but I can see a little bit more than you guys can, and it looks pretty darn perfectly. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. Yeah, it's pretty close to perfectly centered. It's might be perfectly centered. But at the same time, I don't really care because it's buried down deep in there. And the blade looks like it's centered. Into the handle. Actually, I think this would be centered perfectly. It's a little off looking on the blade, but the tip is perfectly centered. Honestly, it's hard to tell. That's interesting. I hadn't considered that when I got this knife. This is, I think, one of the first knives I've ever can say that I don't really even take into account whether it's centered or not because it's hidden down there. You don't see it. It's functional and it's mostly centered. I don't know if it is perfectly centered, but I mean, it's sort of just in a black abyss. Interesting. That's a clever way to get around that. Though, to be fair, I do think this is pretty close to being... Let's see if we can get it again. Yeah, I do think this is pretty centered. Wow. Okay, interesting. I like this knife. More than I thought I was going to like this knife. I wasn't 100% sure about the angles and the ergonomics and everything. It looks a little weird, but it's kind of got more of a cant forward than I was expecting in the hand. It's comfortable. It's also lighter than I was expecting. Let's take a quick weight measurement of this thing. This knife feels pretty light. No, 4.57 ounces. Okay. So then it's just really well balanced, I guess. Yeah, okay. It's kind of balanced right behind the pivot. Right where you want that finger landing. Yeah, it feels light in the handle, honestly. I like it. I like it a lot more than I even thought I was going to, and I thought I was going to like it because it's unique. I like how they got around the centering thing, even though I think it is centered. I like this carbon fiber. I like that is incredibly thin. Let's see if we can even get that on to focus. Yeah. That sucker is incredibly thin. About 9 to 10 thousandths behind the edge. Mostly because it's got such a tiny edge bevel on it. And the finer the edge, the smaller the edge bevel is going to be. Okay. So, first look at the High Grain High Grain Designs Deville. EDC, I don't know where I'm going with this. Is a resounding win. I like it a lot. The only thing I'd change is maybe take that and put it either on the pivot or up in here. That logo. Otherwise, sterile blade. It doesn't even say it's... Does it say the blade steel? No, it doesn't. I don't mind that because I can easily find that out, and that's not a problem at all for me. I know some people kind of like the blade steel to be mentioned on there, but I mean, if you know what you're carrying, you know what you're carrying. Oh, wait. Ooh, clicky. Yep. I like this. I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I'm going to link High Grain Designs down below. Hopefully he'll have some of these, more of these, because this is really good. I think this is his first knife design. He does inlays and knife mod stuff, but I think this is the first full knife design. And, yeah, you knocked it out of the park, man. Good work. I like it. It feels extremely good. So we're going to stop with the unboxing here. I will bring this knife back after I have a little bit more experience with it and give you a full sort of overview. But barring any major failures, yeah, this is a winner. Just like the Neve Knife Co. What knife misdemeanor was a winner. Is a winner. Something. Thanks for watching. Drop down if you heard about this thing or you know anything about this thing. I want to know how many people were aware that this thing was even happening. I know a few channels carried it. I mean, commented and highlighted it, including Neve's Knives. Why am I having trouble saying that today? But I still feel like this thing may have flown more under the radar than it should be. Because this is good. And the same can be said for Neve's design. Hopefully these things aren't flying under the radar because, yeah, this is wonderful too. So yeah, my recent acquisitions here are looking real good. Real good. High quality. Very well done. I'm happy. I'll let you know if it stays that way, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.